Welcome to my video. Today I am going to teach you evaluation of association pattern and association analysis in data mining. So we have generated the pattern. Now we have to evaluate how far it is better. So that is done under the pattern evaluation. So association rule algorithms can produce large number of rules. Yes. So with the help of so many techniques and algorithms, we have generated association rules. So we have produced large number of rules, but in that we have to prune or rank the patterns whichever is best. So in the original formulation, support and confidence are the only measures used. So how we are going to prune or rank the patterns are using the support and confidence techniques. Yes. Computing interesting measures. So how can we compute the interestingness measure is the other techniques. The is given x tends to y, that is whoever is buying x they will also buy y. Information needed to compute the interestingness can be obtained from the contingency table. So here we are going to use contingency table. See here, x, if a customer is interested in x and he is also buying y, x and y, then it is f11. Yes, if the customer is not buying x but he is buying y, then f01. And the customer is not buying x and y both, nor item x nor y, neither x nor y, means f00. And the customer is buying x and he is not buying y, means f10. So if you add this here 1 and here plus 0 it is named as, and if it is 1 and here 0 plus. So this is how the contingency table is created, and the same thing is given here. Yes, it is used to define what is the use of contingency table is. It is used to define various measures, that is support, confidence, Gini and rho. Yes, drawback of the confidence. What is the drawback of confidence? If you see if you take this contingency table of the tea and coffee, so see this is the actual contingency table for the tea coffee. Whoever are interested in tea and coffee, both tea and coffee are 150, and the people who are buying tea and not buying coffee is 50 only, and who is not buying tea but only coffee is 650, and who is neither buying tea nor coffee is 150. So we are taking the total out of this. 150 plus 50, 200, and this is 800, this is 200. So total is 1000. So out of 1000, the people who are interested in coffee is 800, and who are not interested in coffee is 200, and the people who are interested in tea is 200, and the people who are not interested in tea is 800. So this is what the study we made out of the contingency table. Association rule, tea tends to coffee. So confidence, how can we calculate the confidence? Both the coffee and tea, how many are interested? That is 150 divided by 200, only coffee. Sorry, only tea, because tea tends to coffee, divided by x, right? X union y divided by x is nothing but confidence. So only tea, interested only in tea is 200, so it is 0.75. So since the confidence is greater than 50%, meaning people who drink tea are more likely to drink coffee than not drink coffee. So whoever is drinking tea are also liking coffee, and very less people are not drinking coffee. That's what it is understood. So the rule is reasonable. So from this we can understand that the rule is okay, can be acceptable. Next. Yes, see, coffee by tea is 150 by 200. This is what we said. This is 0.75. But if you take the probability of coffee, it is 80%, which means knowing that a person drinks tea, reduces the probability that person drinks coffee. So what happens? Coffee by tea is 0.818, There we have started with tea by coffee. So here coffee by tea is nothing but coffee and tea together. It is, sorry, coffee by tea bar, that is not tea, only coffee. Coffee tea bar, actually this bar went there, so it has to come down. So coffee is coffee and tea bar, that is coffee and tea bar is 650. So 650 I am taking, divided by coffee tea bar count is 800, divided by 800 is 0.85. So the people who likes only coffee and not tea is 80%. Yes. So similarly they have given the contingency table with the honey and the tea. And here what happens, since it is 0.50, that is 50%, which means that drinking tea has little influence whether honey is used or not. So we are not confirm. It is 50-50. So the rules seems to be uninteresting. So the rule seems to be uninteresting since the probability of honey is 0.12. Yes, measures for the association rules. So what kind of rules do we really want? We want the confidence, that is x tends to y, should be sufficiently, the confidence of the rule should be sufficiently high. In that case we can say that the rule is acceptable. To ensure that people who buy X will more likely buy Y than not buy Y. So what we have to do, first we have to check the people who are buying X are more likely to buy or not buy Y. So by that we can come to the conclusion. Confidence extends to Y is the second measure for the association rule is the confidence should be greater than the support of Y. The confidence of x tends to y should be greater than the support of y. Otherwise, rule will be misleading because having the item S actually reduces the chance of having the item y in the same transaction. That is why we have to always check confidence of x tends to y is always greater than the support of y. So if the confidence of the association rule is 50%, the support of y should be less than that. That should be 40% only. Yes, statistical relation. So we have been given with the relationship between x and y. The criterion confidence x of y is equal to support of y is equivalent to. So here we have been given with the formulas. That is p of x comma y should be greater than p of x into p of y, where x and y are positively correlated. And if x and y is less than p of x into probability of x into probability of y, then we will say that x and y are negatively correlated. Yes, these are the statistical dependence. We have another method called lift and interest method, in which we will be calculating the lift as p of probability of y divided by x. It's not divided by bar x, union x also you can say. Whoever is buying the item y will also buy the item x. That is probability of y x divided by probability of buying y. Then how can we calculate the interest? Interest is nothing but p of x comma y, probability of x comma y divided by probability of x as individually and probability of y individually. So what is this lift and interest is? Lift is used for rules while interest is used for item sets. Okay, so ps is equal to p of x comma y minus p of x into p of y. So this is what the correlation relation we have been given with the formula. So lift slash interest, the example is given. So here they have calculated the interest as 0.9, which is less than 1. Therefore, it is negatively associated. So we have to get the interest as 1. So to get the positive. So it is enough to use confidence or interest for pruning, they are asking. Yes, there are a lot of other measures proposed in the literature. Like we have seen these techniques like cosine, Jacquard coefficient and all. And we also have the other methods such as correlation, odds ratio, kappa, interest, cosine, collection strength, Pyatsky, Shapiro, all confidence. These are the other measures that are proposed to calculate the pattern evaluation, to evaluate the patterns. So I hope you would have understood. Thank you for watching video.